Hey, balance seekers. Welcome to talking about the law of least effort, Deepak Chopra's fourth spiritual law. Lucky this special dog and I are here to drop some amazing information on you. Let's start by being real for a second, okay? Maybe it's late, you're scrolling through everyone's highlight reels on social media. You have all these thoughts. You should be grinding harder. You should be hustling better. You should be leveling up. No, it's not the truth. But I get it. We've all been there. Our internal judgments bark at us. What if I told you that your secret to healing, and honestly, to life in general, it's the complete opposite of what our achievement obsessed culture tells us and programs into us? We are so conditioned. Our conditioning goes from our family, our communities, our experiences. What we're about to hack is everything you thought you knew about healing. You're doing a lot of stuff. You should be healing. Your root chakra, Muladhara, is like your body's main server. When it's running smooth, everything syncs perfectly. Laggy connection? Good luck with that. You can't complete any quests. My root chakra was very blocked for a long time. Here's a plot twist. When you're grounded and centered, your actions become effortless, flowing like a perfect speed run. Let's take a moment right now. Seriously, pause. Ask yourself, where in life are you button mashing when you could be flowing, putting way too much effort? Picture this. Grass doesn't need a morning routine to grow. You know what I mean? You don't see fish watching YouTube tutorials on how to swim. They just do it. Birds don't need motivational podcasts to fly. They're able to. Your body, guess what? It comes with all the features designed for everything you need: healing, abundance. But here's where it gets wild. Every moment you block yourself spending resistance to replay that toxic encounter from 2019, stressing about the diagnostic findings that you don't know what they mean, pushing through exhaustion. It's like having 47 Chrome tabs open on your phone. You know what I'm saying? Your body is trying to download the healing update while you're running every single other app simultaneously. What that doctor said, what your friend said, what the neighbor said, what you found on the internet. No wonder you're drained. It's hard to figure out. Let me tell you about 10 years of carrying anger. Not just any anger, the kind that loops conversation, fuels imaginary arguments, heated discussions in my mind. It becomes my main storyline. I did this with my ex-partner, but finally, I visited my dear Dr. Suhas, a Vedic physician of epic proportions. He's amazing. And I went for my digestive issues, my irritable bowel, and my nervous system that was so anxious it felt like I was running on Red Bull. When he studied my Vedic star chart and casually dropped, "You've been carrying anger for approximately 10 years now." And this chronic emotional state has manifested as physical illness, the gut biome, the brain biome. When he said that, it was like a record scratch, freeze frame. Oh my gosh, he was exactly right. For a decade, I have to say, I harbored deep resentment, daily mental replays, imaginary conversations. I was fueling my own anger like it was my full-time job, like a bellow. What I didn't realize was that perpetual mental activity was literally corrupting my digestive system. I thought because I was holding it together, apparently, seemingly from the outside, it was cool. But I didn't know I was keeping my system locked in constant fight or flight, locked in chronic sympathetic activation, things that I'm still carrying How about you? Are there things that are glitching your system? Well, once the universe intervened and my children needed full support during a crisis, that decade old anger from my kid's dad seemed like an obsolete code. Compared to the love my child needed and support, I let go of all the anger, got over myself, and in that moment, I released that resentment and moved forward with the loving energy that I was thankful that he was my child's parent and being so helpful. Everything changed. Within weeks, my chronic anger and my gut health started to improve. My body found its natural rhythm. There was healing that had been blocked by years of my own resistance, holding myself tight. Nothing can flow when you're tight and angry. Here's what's wild. Your body is constantly sending you gameplay hints through sensation. I was just trying to eradicate my symptoms. That heaviness you feel, it's not a sign to power through with another cold brew. That's your internal GPS giving you information. Hey, yo, maybe we need to take a pause. Not maybe we need to push harder. Listen up, because this is important. Your sensations and symptoms are messages. They're not failures or punishment. When you feel heavy or sluggish, what do you think you need? Maybe rest. When you feel anxious or jittery, your nervous system needs calming. Got digestive issues? Check your stress levels first. What's your emotional state? You'll probably see a correlation. That chronic pain not relenting? Look at what patterns you're holding on to. Fatigue that won't lift? You might be carrying emotional weight. I blame my sleep apnea, my back pain on feeling like I was stabbed in the back. Your body keeps sending you texts through sensation. Often heaviness signals you're working against your natural flow. It shouldn't be that hard. This is where the law of least effort invites you to be aware and actually read these messages and interpret them. Don't just put them on do not disturb. That's what everyone else is doing, but your body's trying to tell you something right now. What is it? When is the last time you actually paused and listened and tried to figure it out? This is part of your core make it happen resets for the law of least effort. The first thing we need to do is accept how we are, what happened, without judgment. That energy on fighting reality is fighting a wave. Accept your current state, your current health, your past and present circumstances. When you stop bleeding energy on resisting what is, you create a lot of space for flow and healing to happen. Your blood flow, your lymph flow, your energy flow. Practice saying, I accept everything as it is right now. It's tough, but what reality are you fighting? That's tougher. Next is take responsibility. Reclaim your power. Don't give it away to the a-holes that are bugging you. You can't change what happened, but you can respond in a way that you choose, not just react. It's not about blame or feeling self-righteous. It's about stepping into your power of your own healing story. Yeah, you're validated, but you don't need that. Stop feeling like a victim. Maybe choose one small empowering action that you can take to help you realize this. Defensiveness is helpful. You don't need to defend your position about your illness, your limitations, or prognosis, or why it's harder for you than everybody else. Stop being right about being sick. Stop obsessing about findings. What are you doing for yourself? How are you showing up for yourself? There may be possibilities you may even not have imagined yet. You're spending all your energy defending a belief about yourself that keeps you stuck. I'm sick. It's hard for me. My hard history doesn't allow me to blah, blah, blah. Stop defending this. Each morning, instead of reaching for your phone, try just one simple practice. Accept your current state of health and energy, even if it's not Instagram worthy. Not what you think it should be or what you want it to be someday, but take responsibility of how you're going to respond to what arises today. Release your defensiveness about your healing journey because it's not the same as another's. It's not a competition, and your conditioning and history is not identical to anyone else's. Ask yourself, where am I expending energy on resisting things today? How can I retain this energy and redirect it towards my healing? Try this tomorrow morning. Notice what shifts. Here's the real truth. When you are motivated by love for yourself, for the process, for life itself, you can trust that your actions have unlimited energy, even if you don't see quite how it's going to play out. But when you are driven by the ego's demand for attention, approval, and control, you're the sickest, woe is me, it's draining. I know. Love isn't a feeling, it's like rocket fuel for your healing. When you greet yourself from love and act from love, you're just plugged into that boundless life force universal energy. Your ego self, my chaos Chris, that's the toxic teammate who always needs drama. Now, we don't need to kick them off the team, but know that that voice, it's never satisfied, always pushing for more, depleting your inner resources. Do a quick check-in. Are your healing practices coming from the panicked ego or the solid trust of love? How do you tell the difference? Well, this isn't about perfect poses or social media worthy flexibility. It's about meeting yourself where you are. And you have to figure out where that is and accept it. You need to discover how your body already knows how to heal when you stop blocking it and interfering. You can see how when you show up for yourself with a little kindness and compassion, that you can embody the law of least effort. Check out chair pose for lifting ease within. Warrior two for standing in your truth. Bridge pose for feeling grounded and supported. Each one of these asanas teaches you to work with your body's intelligence, not against it. This is your discover balance intention reset. It's your healing path that you are choosing. It's not just concepts. It's your GPS for navigating life's chaos. When you learn to listen and see and accept, you can take appropriate action. Your light within is there, and it's waiting to be remembered, and it's so powerful. Sometimes the most profound transformations happen when we stop trying so hard and efforting, because that's not the path we're meant to be on. When we're plugged in and in our dharma where we should be, stuff just starts flowing. What's a small choice maybe you can make today? Start to honor your body's wisdom and trust yourself. What would happen if you knew the process was just what you needed and were comfortable with not knowing how it was going to unfold? That's the detachment. I still have old stories that I'm getting ready to release. You can't push it or force it. You have to agree to it. What is your body response right now? You've got this balance seater. When you stop, listen, see yourself in reality with self-compassion, accept it, you're on the journey of effortless healing. You're getting out of your own way. This healing journey doesn't have to be hard. It can be rewarding. Your story of crappiness can become an inspirational story of healing. Healing is a given. It comes with the package. So let's go through some of the poses together, some of the pranayama. Be gentle with yourself. Find peace and cheer yourself on. You've got this, balance seeker. Let's go.